I just want to thank you. All right, ordered dressing Dane for this enormous smell. I had a line tonight. It's shit nuts. Shut up.
Hello world. Yes, I don't know if you heard about this controversy that's taking place that happened at the BAFTA, which is the British Academy Film Television Arts Show. Well, this occurred a few days ago, whereby you would not believe the host, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, who were presenting an award, was actually, while they were presenting, heard a, believe it or not, Tourette's activist yell out the N-word. And as they continued, they gave their speech, and then after the show was, I guess, guessing why the Academy had allowed that segment to be included into the filming of what the public has seen. And although, according to news articles, there appeared to have been a 2-hour delay, they could not, again, understand why that N-word that was shouted by that Tourett activist was allowed to have been heard by the public. Well, again, the incident has resulted in widespread debate among the film community and online, as questions are put to BAFTA and the BBC, who chose not to cut the swearing and racial slur, despite the show being aired on a 2-hour delay. Well, world, could you imagine sitting in the audience? Again, as you can see, the parties that was present, it just had to be a shock. I'm sure the presenters themselves probably thought they were actually being punked, but then again, they do appear to have been very dignified, and it seemed to have been a dignified event. So I'm sure they were just as shocked as I am actually learning of the story. Well, world, let me know what you think. Comment, subscribe, like, share.
I Swear won big at last night's BAFTAs. Its lead, Robert Aramayo, won Best Actor over favourite Timothée Chalamet. It's based on the life of Tourette's campaigner John Davidson, who was there for the awards, but his involuntary tics are making the headlines this morning. What should have been Britain's big night to celebrate art and culture, with royalty mixing with the Hollywood elite, instead is mired in controversy this morning, the BBC apologising to BAFTA viewers after several obscene outbursts from Tourette's activist John Davidson were heard on a broadcast. Davidson is the inspiration for the movie I Swear, which was nominated for 6 awards and took home the leading actor BAFTA. He was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome at the age of 12. It's a neurological condition that can cause involuntary movements and vocal tics, sometimes involving outbursts of inappropriate language. One such outburst heard on the broadcast was while sinister stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
A racial slur could be heard while the men presented the award for Best Visual Effects. Jordan and Lindo looked startled, but continued on. Host Alan Cumming later asking the audience for their understanding.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight. Tourette's syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary, which means the person who has Tourette's syndrome has no control over their language. We apologise if you were offended.
So the big question this morning, why did these outbursts remain on the broadcast when other parts of the event were cut, like the words of one award winner who said "Free Palestine," especially when you think that there was a 2-hour delay on this broadcast. The BBC has this morning issued a statement apologising that Davidson's comments were not edited out ahead of the broadcast, and they say they will now be cut from the online version and on streaming. You've got to feel for Davidson. He must have been very embarrassed by all this. He left the event, it's thought, early, halfway through, it's thought. Guys,
yeah, the BBC should have caught that. And he left on his own. He wasn't asked to leave, but he knew it was best to leave. But you had so much time to edit out those remarks.
And the guys handled it well. The guys on stage kept moving through. Okay.